What's up everybody, I'm HoopsandHipHop. So when analyzing different groups of Pokemon, we often look at Pokemon based on their type, the generation they came from, their evolutionary family, and so on. However, there is one very interesting subset of Pokemon that doesn't seem to get a lot of specific focus, and that's man-made Pokemon. While there aren't a ton out there, it's a very interesting group of Pokemon that offer a lot in the way of speculation, theories, and discussion, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5. So without any further ado, let's check it out. First up is a Pokemon that is also one of the first man-made Pokemon on the list chronologically speaking, and that would be Ditto. Now it is last on the list because it's never really been officially confirmed that it's man-made, but with the extremely strong evidence of it being a failed clone of Mew, I feel like it definitely deserved to be on the list. Now obviously the thing that makes Ditto so cool is its unique ability to transform into anything it sees, but its likely origin as the failed clone of a mythical Pokemon makes it so much more interesting than just a simple copycat. Like I said, nothing has been confirmed on this by Game Freak or anything, but if it ever is, Ditto will definitely become legendary in more ways than one. At number 4 is yet another Pokemon of the mythical variety, Genesect. Now once again, Genesect isn't 100% man-made because at one point it was a regular Pokemon, but it's been modified to the point where it pretty much is man-made, so it gets a spot on the list. Now the interesting thing about Genesect is that it was actually likely inspired by another man-made Pokemon, Mewtwo, since many of the Unova Pokemon are direct counterparts of Kanto Pokemon, and, well, Genesect is man-made just like Mewtwo, in case you didn't catch that already. Anyway, aside from the whole mechanical Pokemon thing, another unique thing Genesect has going for it is that its signature move Techno Blast is able to change type based on the elemental drive that it's holding, a concept which surprisingly has been used a lot in the last few generations. Genesect didn't get a whole lot of spotlight in the games unfortunately, which is a shame considering it had the potential to be a focal point type of Pokemon with its concept and backstory. Who knows though, maybe in about 8 to 10 years if we get Black and White remakes, they'll expand the story a bit and give Genesect more of the spotlight it deserves. Whatever ends up happening though, Genesect is definitely a noteworthy creation that has definitely earned its spot as one of the best man-made Pokemon out there. In the middle at number 3 is Porygon-Z, and this is where things start to get interesting. The reason why I specify Porygon-Z as opposed to the entire Porygon line is because Porygon-Z is the result of both the good and bad of mankind's creations. Porygon was created as essentially a digital Pokemon designed to work inside of different computer systems, which is amazing, but then by the time the upgrade to quote-unquote Porygon-3 was ready to be made, a malfunction was incidentally created in the upgrade software that created the glitched Pokemon we know as Porygon-Z. The Porygon family also have the unique distinction of really being the only man-made Pokemon that have been refined over time, and to see it be built up so high and then torn down by mankind's own mistake is an amazing concept for a Pokemon to have, and it makes for a phenomenal man-made Pokemon. At number 2 is the one, the only, the original OG Mewtwo. Now I know I held on to him for a bit, but there wasn't any possible way Mewtwo was going to be left off this list, cause he is quite literally the poster child for these types of Pokemon. Unfortunately for this video though, Mewtwo is a bit too iconic, cause there really isn't much I can say that hasn't already been said. If you weren't around during the height of Pokemania in the middle of Generation 1, the allure of Mewtwo was truly a magical experience to be a part of. As kids, we all asked, if this is Mewtwo, where is Mew 1, and why is Mewtwo first in the Pokedex if it's the clone? All of these mysteries combined with the fact that Mewtwo was the most powerful Pokemon in the world at the time really created a fascinating dynamic that made us all fall in love with the idea of man-made Pokemon, because you all know you've wanted Mew 3 to be a thing at one point or another. However, for all of the praise I have for Mewtwo, there is one more man-made Pokemon I think is even better. And my number 1 man-made Pokemon is none other than the newest man-made Pokemon, Silvally, and let me tell you why. First off, Silvally begins as type Null, a Pokemon that was created as the next Arceus with the intent to be an Ultra Beast killer. However, the Type Full experiment, as it was called, was a failure, and afterwards the newly dubbed Type Null was stashed away forever before it was ultimately freed by Gladion. Now, just from that backstory alone, you can see why Type Null and Silvally would be some of the best man-made Pokemon, but the thing that crowns Silvally for me as the best is the way it came to be. Silvally evolves from Type Null with high friendship to its trainer, and when you think about it, this really makes Silvally a man-made Pokemon 2 times over. 1, because it was literally created artificially by the Ether Foundation, and 2, through friendship from its human trainer, making it evolve into Silvally. Seeing these two human influences that have determined Silvally's story are truly fascinating, because while both Pokemon were certainly created by humans, they were created in 2 completely different ways, and seeing both of those methods ultimately form one single Pokemon truly, in my mind, makes Silvally the greatest man-made Pokemon ever. And there we have it, everybody. Those were the top 5 man-made Pokemon. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is really an interesting group of Pokemon to cover, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video and let me know if there are any other man-made Pokemon out there that you really enjoy in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content every week. With all that being said though, I will be back with another video soon, and until then, as always, I will smell you guys later.